All right, so you're prepping for a block machine operator interview, and you want to feel ready to really nail it. That's what this deep dive is all about. We're using RoleCatcher's guides to give you the inside scoop on what hiring managers are looking for and how to knock those interview questions out of the park.
It's like having a cheat sheet for success. We'll be taking a look at both the Block Machine Operator Career Guide and the Interview Guide from RoleCatcher to help you understand not just the job itself, but the best strategies to present yourself as the ideal candidate.
And here's where it gets really cool. RoleCatcher also uses AI to help you tailor your resume and even practice your interview answers. We'll definitely dive into that a bit later, but first, let's unpack what a block machine operator actually does. It might seem pretty straightforward, but there's more to it than meets the eye.
Absolutely. It's a blend of technical skills, precision, and a solid understanding of the whole manufacturing process. You're not just operating a machine. You're responsible for the quality and consistency of those concrete blocks. Think about the impact. Those blocks are literally the foundation for buildings, walls, and so much more.
That's a great point. It's not just about pushing buttons. It's about playing a crucial role in the construction industry. RoleCatcher's career guide actually highlights different career paths for block machine operators. Could you walk us through those?
Of course. So as you gain experience, you can move from those entry-level positions where you're assisting more senior operators to running the machine on your own. With time, you could even specialize in certain types of blocks, troubleshoot complex issues, or even train new operators. There are also leadership roles overseeing multiple machines and optimizing production.
So there's real room for growth and specialization. That's great to hear. And I imagine technology plays a pretty big role in this field as well.
Absolutely. The industry is constantly evolving. There are always new types of block machines and advancements in automation coming out. Keeping up with these trends is essential for any aspiring block machine operator, in fact. Later on, we'll be discussing some senior-level interview questions where you might be asked about this very thing.
Perfect. Now let's dive into the heart of this deep dive, those all-important interview questions. RoleCatcher provides 10 real-world questions that you're likely to encounter, covering entry-level, mid-level, and senior-level positions.
And remember, it's not just about having the right answer. It's about how you express your experience and show that you really grasp the role. We'll be unpacking each question and give you strategies to craft those winning responses.
Sounds good. Let's start with an entry-level question. Let's say they ask, can you describe your experience with operating block machines? What's the best way to approach this, especially if you're just starting out?
This is your chance to shine a light on any relevant experience you have, even if you haven't worked on a block machine specifically. Have you operated other types of machinery? Do you have experience with tools or equipment where precision and attention to detail are key? Focus on transferable skills, things like following instructions, your mechanical aptitude, and your ability to learn new things quickly.
So even without direct experience on a block machine, you can still showcase relevant skills.
Exactly. The interviewer is looking for potential. They want to see that you have what it takes to become a good operator. Think about anything that demonstrates your comfort with machinery, whether it's assembling furniture, fixing a bike, or even using power tools in a different context.
That's really helpful.
Yeah.
Now let's shift gears to a mid-level question. Imagine the interviewer asks, how do you ensure the quality of the blocks you produce? What kind of details would you want to include in your answer?
This one's all about quality control. You need to go further than just saying, I check the blocks. Describe the actual procedures you follow. Do you inspect for cracks, chips, or dimensional issues? Do you measure the blocks to make sure they meet specifications? Do you understand the importance of the concrete mixing process?
So it's about demonstrating you have a systematic approach to quality control.
Precisely. The interviewer wants to see that you understand the importance of producing top-notch blocks and that you have the knowledge and attention to detail to do it consistently.
Okay. What if the interviewer throws a curveball with a mid-level question like, can you describe a time you had to troubleshoot an issue with a block machine? How would you tackle that one?
This is where the STAR method comes in handy. Situation, task, action, result. Think of a specific situation where you had to identify and solve a problem, even if it wasn't on a block machine. Maybe you had to fix a jammed printer at a previous job, or figure out why your lawnmower wouldn't start. The key is to describe the steps you took to diagnose the issue, the solution you came up with, and the positive outcome.
So it's about showcasing your problem-solving skills in a structured way, even if the example isn't directly related to block machines.
Exactly. The interviewer wants to see your thought process, how you analyze a situation, and take initiative to get things fixed.
That makes sense. Now let's move on to a question for those with a bit more experience. If the interviewer asks, how do you prioritize maintenance tasks for the block machine? What are they really getting at?
This question is all about your ability to think strategically and manage the lifespan of that machine. They're checking if you get the importance of preventative maintenance and how to balance those tasks with production goals. Think about factors like safety, minimizing downtime, and making that machine last as long as possible.
So it's about finding the right balance between keeping things running smoothly and addressing potential problems before they become big issues.
Exactly. Show them that you understand the bigger picture.
Yep.
And can make smart decisions that benefit both production and the longevity of the equipment.
Okay, let's go back to a mid-level question that's crucial in any industrial setting. Can you explain how you ensure safety when operating the block machine? What are some key points to emphasize here?
This is where you show them your commitment to a safe work environment. The interviewer wants to hear about the safety protocols you follow. Things like lockout procedures for maintenance, wearing the right PPE like safety glasses and gloves, and conducting regular safety checks. Highlight your proactive approach, how you identify and mitigate hazards before they become a problem.
So it's about demonstrating your knowledge of safety procedures and your commitment to keeping the workplace safe for everyone.
Absolutely. Your answer should show that you understand that safety is non-negotiable in this industry.
All right. Another one that might come up for more senior candidates is, how do you handle unexpected delays or interruptions to production? What's the best way to answer this?
Well, think about those what-if scenarios, like material shortages, equipment malfunctions, or even power outages, and outline your plan for minimizing downtime. Highlight your communication skills, your ability to assess the situation quickly, and put a plan in place to get things back on track.
So it's about showing you can think on your feet, solve problems under pressure.
Exactly. Unexpected things happen all the time in manufacturing. The interviewer needs to see that you can handle those situations effectively while still focusing on productivity.
Great point. Now back to a mid-level question all about efficiency. How do you ensure those daily production targets are met? How would you approach this one?
Here you want to highlight your understanding of those production goals and your commitment to meeting deadlines. Talk about your methods for tracking production rates, tweaking machine settings for maximum output, minimizing downtime, and motivating your team if you have one.
So it's about demonstrating your ability to work efficiently and really contribute to the success of the operation.
Exactly. Your role is essential in hitting those production goals. The interviewer needs to know that you get that.
All right, let's switch gears again to a senior level question. Can you describe a time you had to train a new block machine operator? What are the key things to include in your answer?
This one is all about your leadership and mentoring skills. Think back to a time you trained someone and describe your approach. What skills did you focus on? How did you make sure the trainee understood everything and was successful? Were there any challenges? And how did you overcome them? Sharing concrete examples of your training methods and the positive results. That's what will really showcase your leadership qualities.
So it's about highlighting your ability to pass on knowledge and help others become skilled operators.
Exactly. Senior operators play a key role in training and mentoring new hires, and your answer should show that you're up to the task.
Great point. Now let's look at another mid-level question focusing on organization and attention to detail. Can you explain how you maintain accurate production records? What would you highlight here?
This one's all about your diligence and ability to keep things organized. Talk about the different types of production records you manage, like production rates, material usage, and maintenance logs. Explain your system for making sure everything's accurate and how those records contribute to the overall efficiency of the operation.
So it's about showing that you understand the importance of good record keeping and how it helps everything run smoothly.
Precisely. Accurate records give you valuable data for tracking progress, finding areas for improvement, and making informed decisions about production.
All right, let's wrap up with a final question that often pops up for senior level candidates. How do you stay up to date with industry trends and new block machine technology? How can you show your commitment to continuous learning?
Here you want to show your proactive approach to staying ahead of the curve. Mention specific resources you use, like industry publications, stock conferences, online forums, or even training programs from manufacturers. Explain how you apply that knowledge to improve your skills and contribute to adopting new technologies.
So it's all about showing your curiosity and your willingness to learn and adapt to new things in the field.
Exactly. The construction industry is constantly changing, and the best operators are the ones who embrace new technology and trends. This question is your chance to shine and show that you're that kind of operator.
That's a fantastic overview of some common interview questions and strategies for crafting compelling answers. Before we move on to RoleCatcher's AI-powered tools, any final thoughts on interview preparation?
I think the key takeaway is preparation and self-awareness. Know your strengths, articulate your experience with real-world examples, and show that you truly grasp the demands of the job. And this is where RoleCatcher's AI features come in. They can really elevate your preparation to the next level.
That's a great point. Let's talk about how RoleCatcher uses AI to help fine-tune your resume and practice your answers. It sounds almost too good to be true.
It's like having a personal coach right in your pocket. Imagine this. You upload your resume to RoleCatcher, and their AI analyzes it, comparing it to the specific job you're going for.
So it's not just generic resume tips. It actually looks at the job you're applying for.
Exactly. It goes beyond just keywords. The AI understands the job's context, and it helps you present your experience in a way that resonates with recruiters and those applicant tracking systems, ATS, that companies use.
Ah, yes, those ATS systems. I've heard they filter out tons of resumes before a human even sees them.
That's exactly why this AI-powered tailoring is so important. It helps you get past those automated gatekeepers and boost your chances of getting your resume in front of a real person.
So how does it actually work? Does it just suggest keywords?
It's a lot more sophisticated than that. It might suggest rephrasing some of your bullet points to better match the language in the job description. It might even find skills you haven't explicitly mentioned, but that are implied in your experience. It's all about making sure your resume tells the best story possible.
That's incredible. It's like having a professional resume writer fine-tune everything.
And here's the really cool part. RoleCatcher also uses AI to help you practice those interview answers.
Wait, really? It analyzes how you respond. How does that work?
You can actually record yourself answering those common interview questions, and their AI will give you feedback on everything, your delivery, the words you use, everything.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yep.
It's like having a virtual coach helping you perfect your pitch.
Precisely. The AI can spot areas where you could be more concise, or if you're using jargon that the interviewer might not understand, it can even suggest stronger ways to talk about your accomplishments.
So it's not just about what you say, but how you say it.
Exactly. Delivery matters, especially in an interview setting. The AI can even pick up on things like your tone of voice and your pace to help you project confidence and enthusiasm.
This is really impressive. I can see how this personalized feedback would make a huge difference.
It takes all the guesswork out of preparation. You're not just practicing on your own. You're getting real-time feedback to pinpoint your strengths and weaknesses.
This is a total game changer. I can't believe this kind of technology is available.
And the best part is, RoleCatcher has both free and paid options, so you can choose the level of support that fits your needs and budget.
So even if you're on a tight budget, you can still take advantage of some of these AI features.
Absolutely. Their free plan gives you basic resume analysis and a limited number of those AI-powered practice sessions. It's a great way to test out the platform.
That's fantastic. Okay, so we've talked about the job itself,
Yeah.
those insightful interview questions, and now these incredible AI-powered tools from RoleCatcher.
Yes. And I think we've highlighted that preparation is key. And RoleCatcher gives you the resources to walk into that interview feeling confident and ready.
It really does feel like having a whole team of experts in your corner, guiding you every step of the way. But before we wrap up, let's think beyond that interview for a moment. As you gain experience as a block machine operator, what are some extra skills or certifications you could go for to really give your career a boost?
That's a great question. It shows you're already thinking long-term about growth and development, which interviewers love to see.
So what are some areas where a block machine operator can really stand out?
Well, specializing in a particular type of block production or machine operation that can make you highly sought after, for instance. You could become an expert in high-strength blocks for big infrastructure projects. Or you could really master those advanced automated block machines. They're becoming more and more common.
So it's about becoming the go-to person for a specific niche.
Exactly. And never underestimate the power of certifications. They show you're dedicated to professional development and signal to employers that you've met industry standards.
Are there specific certifications that are particularly helpful in this field?
Absolutely. There are certifications specifically for concrete block production, like the ACI Concrete Field Testing Technician certification also. Safety certifications like those from OSHA, Those are valuable in any construction-related field.
Those are great points. It's about showing you're not just content with where you are,
Hmm.
but always striving to improve and learn new skills.
And don't forget, the construction industry values hands-on experience. So even if you don't have certifications right away, focus on getting that practical experience and mastering the basics. That's the foundation for future growth.
So to sum things up, what's the key takeaway for our listener who's getting ready for that block machine operator interview?
You're going in prepared. You know what to expect, how to answer the tough questions, and you have the tools to succeed. Remember those practice questions, the insights from RoleCatcher's guides, and the power of their AI to give you that extra edge. You got this.
It's been a fascinating deep dive into the world of block machine operators. We've uncovered the main responsibilities, dissected those tricky interview questions, and even explored how AI can help you refine your approach.
And as you embark on this career, remember that passion, a commitment to quality, and a desire to learn. Those are the things that will set you apart.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive. We hope this episode helps you not only ace that interview, but also build a successful career in the exciting world of concrete block manufacturing.
Yeah, and I think what we've really highlighted here is how important preparation is. And RoleCatcher gives you the resources you need to walk into that interview with confidence.
It really does feel like having a whole team of experts in your corner, guiding you every step of the way. But before we wrap up, let's think beyond that interview for a moment. As you gain experience as a block machine operator, what are some extra skills or certifications you could go for to really give your career a boost?
That's a great question. It shows you're already thinking long-term about growth and development, which interviewers love to see.
So what are some areas where a block machine operator can really stand out?
Well, specializing in a particular type of block production or machine operation that can make you highly sought after, for instance. You could become an expert in high-strength blocks for big infrastructure projects. Or you could really master those advanced automated block machines. They're becoming more and more common.
So it's about becoming the go-to person for a specific niche.
Exactly. And never underestimate the power of certifications. They show you're dedicated to professional development and signal to employers that you've met industry standards.
Are there specific certifications that are particularly helpful in this field?
Absolutely. There are certifications specifically for concrete block production, like the ACI Concrete Field Testing Technician Certification. Also, safety certifications like those from OSHA, those are valuable in any construction-related field.
Those are great points. It's about showing you're not just content with where you are,
Yeah.
but always striving to improve and learn new skills.
And don't forget, the construction industry values hands-on experience. So even if you don't have certifications right away, focus on getting that practical experience and mastering the basics. That's the foundation for future growth.
So to sum things up, what's the key takeaway for our listener
Oh,
who's getting ready for that block machine operator interview?
you're going in prepared. You know what to expect, how to answer the tough questions, and you have the tools to succeed. Remember those practice questions, the insights from RoleCatcher's guides, and the power of their AI to give you that extra edge. You got this.
It's been a fascinating deep dive into the world of block machine operators. We've uncovered the main responsibilities, dissected those tricky interview questions, and even explored how AI can help you refine your approach.
And as you embark on this career, remember that passion, a commitment to quality, and a desire to learn. Those are the things that will set you apart.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive. We hope this episode helps you not only ace that interview, but also build a successful career in the exciting world of concrete block manufacturing. It really is like having a personalized roadmap to success, helping you present your best self and really connect with the interviewers. But before we wrap up, let's shift gears and look beyond the immediate interview.
Excellent point. Getting the job is just the first step. Building a successful long-term career requires planning and foresight.
So for someone starting out as a block machine operator, what are some smart moves they can make to enhance their career trajectory?
One avenue is specialization. Think about it. The concrete block industry is vast. You could become the go-to expert in high-strength blocks for critical infrastructure, or master those cutting-edge automated machines. Having that niche expertise makes you incredibly valuable.
It's like leveling up your skills within a specific area, right?
Well,
What other strategies can you share?
certifications are a powerful tool too. They demonstrate a commitment to professional growth. And show employers you meet industry standards. Think of it like a stamp of approval from the experts.
Could you give us some examples of certifications that would be particularly relevant in this field?
Absolutely. The ACI Concrete Field Testing Technician certification is highly respected, specifically for concrete block production. And don't overlook safety certifications like those offered by OSHA. They're essential in any construction-related field. And demonstrate your commitment to a safe work environment.
Those are great suggestions. It really emphasizes that learning and development don't stop once you land the job.
Exactly. The construction industry is dynamic, always evolving with new technologies and techniques. The most successful block machine operators are those who stay curious, embrace continuous learning, and are adaptable to those changes.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, what's the key message for our listener who's preparing for that block machine operator interview?
You're walking in prepared, knowing what to expect, how to answer those tough questions, and with the tools to help you succeed. Remember those practice questions, the insights from RoleCatcher's guides, and how their AI can provide that extra edge. You've got this.
It's been an incredibly informative journey into the world of block machine operators. We've explored the core responsibilities, dissected those challenging interview questions, and even uncovered the power of AI to refine your approach.
And as you step into this career, remember that passion, a commitment to quality, and a thirst for knowledge will set you apart.
Thank you for joining us on this deep dive. We hope this episode empowers you to not only ace that interview, but also build a rewarding career in the world of concrete block manufacturing.